factorizing expressions. In countries like America, they talk about factoring and not factorizing. So if you see this in a textbook somewhere, factoring, it actually means factorization. I'm going to quickly go some with revision. I'm going to say let's expand 3 4x plus 5. Now we've done this, we expand the brackets. So what we do is we say we're going to multiply this 3 with each one of the terms inside. In other words, it's going to give us 3 times 4x. Well, let's write it here. 3 times 4x equals 12x. 3 times 5 is plus 15. That will be expansion. When I come to factoring, factorizing, I'm going to say factorize. It is exactly factorize. If I say factorize, it is the opposite of expanding. So what I want to do is I want to write this as a product of something. So this is the product of 3 and a bracket. So I want to write this as a product. So it's going to be the inverse. There's different ways in doing this. And I'm quickly going to show you what it actually means by taking out 3 as a common factor. So what I'm looking for is if I have this 12x plus 15, what I'm going to look at is I'm going to look for the highest common factor in each term or in the terms. Between 12 and 15, it's pretty obvious that the highest common factor is 3. And what I actually do, and this is, I'm going to write it in red because you don't have to do it. I'll show you how you do it. But what you actually do is I multiply this by the highest common factor, which is 3 over 3. That's what I do. And remember, if I multiply by 3 over 3, I'm not changing the value of anything. Okay, so I say this is 13, 12x over 15. What I do is I'm going to keep the 3 outside. I'm going to break this up. I'm going to keep the 3 inside. And then I'm going to multiply the third in. This is divided by 3. So I'm going to divide each thing inside by 3. This is what I actually do. And then your answer is 3 stays there. 12 divided by 3 is 4x. Plus 15 divided by 3 is 5. And you can see that this is exactly the same as that. Okay, so that's what I actually do. And you might have to use this when you go to senior maths. However, this is too much of a hassle. So what I'm going to do is, instead of doing this every time, I'm just going to do the following. If I have 12x plus 15, I'm going to do the following. I'm going to say, what is my highest common factor? The highest common factor for these terms are 3, so I take out 3. And what I ask myself is 3 times what will give me 12x? And the answer is 4x. 3 times what will give me plus 15? It will be 3 times 5. Or you can say 3 is the common factor, 12x divided by 3 is 4x. If I take out 3 as a common factor, 15 divided by 3 is 5. Don't have to do all the red, this is just what it actually means. Look at the examples to know how to do each of those questions.